Hello and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan, the channel where we share your Thailand stories. Now today guys, we have a 21-year-old subscriber who has got a Thai girl pregnant. He's only known her a few months. He doesn't know what he is going to do. He wants some advice and he wants to share his Thailand story. Hi Dan, I'm 21 from the UK and I innocently travelled to Thailand for the first time for a short holiday. A decision that is potentially going to change my life forever. Now, I didn't come here to Thailand for love or even for the women. Just the cheap food and a bit of fun, I guess. I landed in Bangkok and went through the typical Phalang cycle of partying and madness, and I had a great time, I must admit. But I decided to hop on the plane the next day to Chiang Mai to escape the Bangkok madness. Now it was here where I met this girl on a night out. She was with her friend and her friend's boyfriend. I got speaking with him and naturally, me and the girl hit it off. I was very attracted to her and well, I guess she felt the same. The night went well, we partied and she came back to mine and we did the deed on the first night. The next day we just went out to get food. She showed me some of her local Isan dishes. And the vibes were all there. She was funny, very intelligent, caring, and seemed like a really great person with a good heart.
Shit, here we go again.
Now, let's fast forward 2 months. We have spent near enough every single day together, living together in my apartment that I was renting. I know she had her own place because I drove her there a few times to get some stuff that she needed. And she had free time because she had just graduated from university. She was 2 years older than me. I never felt like she was intruding in my space because we just got along so well and I had no complaints. She was respectful, didn't ask for anything, always cleaned up, taught me Thai every day, and took me to amazing places and introduced me to her friends, which were all good women with long-term relationships and jobs.
Money, making crap for money.
She never asked once or insinuated asking for money, nor did I give her any money for anything, except for just when we went out, I would pay of course for food and activities, etc. I even told her, hey look, I'm just a young average guy. If you're looking for money, please find someone else. But she assured me that she really liked me and couldn't care less about the money as long as I could survive. She'd have her own money to help with anything. To put her to the test, I acted as if my card got blocked for a few days and she would pay for our meals, transport, just about anything that was needed happily, and never made any problem of it. Now she had money because her mum would send it to her. From what I gathered, her parents are definitely well off and own a few plots of land in Isan. And as well as this, she has been to America a few times before to work on a work visa, and that is how she has savings and whatnot. I was quickly, without realising, that I was falling in love with this girl without even knowing. She was pushing to make our relationship official, and I went with it after only knowing her for about 2 months. I don't see this as a big red flag personally, as not to be arrogant, but getting women isn't hard for me. I'm definitely not ugly and I treat women with respect. I'm able to communicate well and I'm a big romantic, so someone wanting to be with me so quickly didn't give me cold feet. So, I decided it was time for me to go back home to work, and she had already enrolled in a USA work visa before meeting me, so we decided to leave Thailand at the same time and go and both work in the West, live frugal and save for about 6 months, and then we would return to Thailand. I would be comfortable enough to stay for 2 years without working and with the possibility of remote work if I want to stay longer. I didn't have a problem because I love Thailand, and she even proposed that we go 50-50 on renting a smaller apartment, which would mean I could stay for even longer and way less strain on finances, so we could travel around Southeast Asia, which is what I said that we would do together. Now, this seems to me like an amazing love story, except for the fact that it happened in Thailand.
What could possibly go wrong, eh?
My friends and family and everyone I speak to say it's a horrible idea because Thai women cheat and lie the most, and everyone thinks they have a special one. I tried to ignore it, but it definitely did give me doubts. For the next 3 weeks after going to the West, we would call every day, and the love was definitely all there like it was in Thailand. But one day, she calls me crying and says that she's pregnant. Now, I will admit, yes, this is entirely my fault for not taking the proper precautions and being safe, but she told me she had PCOS, so there was an incredibly slim chance of pregnancy. She also got her period the first month that we were together, so although it was a slim chance, it still happened. Now, after talking it all out, she is a practicing Buddhist, so the idea of abortion to her is forbidden. It's not an option apparently. I'm definitely not ready for a kid, especially with a Thai girl that I just met. I've explained this to her and she understands, but the sin of an abortion overwhelms all scenarios. But she is happy to build our life together with the child. So now, I feel at a crossroads, all leading to the same path. Do I go through with it and take a chance and have a kid with her? Will this lead to her using the child as a bargaining tool in the future? Or do I try my best to force her to have an abortion? It means she'll probably grow to dislike me and I'll potentially see my child less if she doesn't agree. Or if she does, it'll probably ruin the relationship anyways. Now, I also don't know if I am being played. She still hasn't asked me for any money, although she says she wants to get an ultrasound soon, but she's in the US and that's at least $500 and she doesn't want to pay that much. I didn't say anything and she didn't bring it up again, but I'm happy to pay it as long as I know it's legitimate. I also feel that I could just be too prejudicial towards Thai girls now based on what I've heard, and right now I'm just incredibly stressed knowing that I messed up big time. I would love to know what you guys think. Is this girl truly in love, or does this happen to a lot of guys? And as a man, what should my next move be? Thanks for reading. I've just recently come across your channel and loving the videos. PS, she has no kids and she is definitely the jealous type. I think this stems from her old Falang boyfriend who cheated on her and didn't treat her well for 2 years. Right, thanks very much for sharing your story. You're definitely in a bit of a conundrum, being 21 years old, only knowing a girl for a few months, and wow, she's pregnant already. Now, one big alarm bell in the story is that yesterday I had a read of your story, and I was with some Thai people at the time. So I read your story out to my friends. They listened to what she stated about it's not, if you're a practicing Buddhist, you can't have an abortion, etc. From what I know, that's only if you're Catholic. There may be other religions that do that. I know that if you're a devout Catholic, a proper Catholic, whatever the terminology is, then yeah, they're against that. That's what I know. But in regards to Buddhism, I've asked Thai people that I know and they've never heard of it. So guys, if you have any other information on this, please put it down in the comments, because you'll be more knowledgeable than I am. But as far as I know, no, that kind of stuff does happen. Right, so there's that you need to think about. You've only known her a few months and it's gone pretty fast. Yep, you had nookie on the first night and it's kind of steamrolled from there. Now, the big problem that I've got is when kids are involved, I don't want to influence anybody's mind in regards to what they should do. Mainly on this channel, I try to just give advice as best as I can to guys that are just like wounded or broken-hearted or in a bit of a pickle financially, etc. with a Thai woman. Then I try to give the best advice that I can. But when there's kids involved and I don't fully know your situation, it's quite difficult for me to pass any kind of judgment on this woman. The only thing that I can state to you is about the abortion thing. I'm not sure if that's true. According to the Thai people that I spoke to, there was 3 or 4 of them. They all stated that that's not true. So do some digging, try and gather some information, try and get some evidence, make sure that the baby is 100% real and definitely yours also. I know it's not a nice thing to hear, but what can I say? If a woman has nookie with you on the first night, then like I said in one of my previous videos, more than likely she's done that several times with other guys, and it might have happened recently before she met you. Just be careful. Guys, if you can take over this one for me and give this guy the best advice that you can possibly give him. He's only 21. He's only known this Thai woman for a few months, this Thai girl. There's only a 2-year age difference. What do you guys think? Do you reckon he should stick with it and he's found a good girl? Or do you reckon he's being conned? Or do you reckon she's trying to like keep him, or whatever the case may be? Put it down in the comments, guys, and try to give this guy some advice. Now, guys, if you've got your own Thailand story and you do wish to share it on this channel, then as always, get your email sent in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com. My son went home 2 days ago, guys, so I just tried to spend the last few days with him, and it's just been a bit weird now because I've had him every day for 2 weeks. And now I don't get to see him every day for 2 weeks. That's quite difficult for me. I'm trying to deal with it. At least I get to see my kid. I'm trying to look at the positive things about it, but yeah, it's very difficult, you know, when you bond with your kid and you stay with your kid every day, you're there to take care of him every day, put him to bed every day, bath him every day, wake up, give him his breakfast, you know, and you just get into that routine. And then when it all stops, I'm like, what do I do with myself now? And it's difficult, and I just think about him too much. I'm hoping in the future that we can change it from 2 weeks to 1 week, but right now I don't think that will happen, so I just have to deal with it the best I can. But I've really enjoyed having him with me constantly every day, having no drama, no issues, and just taking care of my kid, trying to get my head down with work and just live a normal life. Right, guys, hope everybody's well, hope everybody is okay and safe. Apart from that, take it easy and ciao for now. Bye-bye.